Going through the area surrounding Martinmere is one of Britain's most powerful ley lines. This ley line starts off in Ireland, briefly goes through the Isle of Man, into Lytham St Anne's, through Martinmere, and carries on until it hits Arbor Low Stone Circle in the Peak District near Bakewell. The information on Wikipedia states that it was built in the late Neolithic period, with the stones added later, sometime before 2000 BCE, but it says the site seems to have been in use until the Bronze Age. Who knows how old this structure is, but all we know now is that all the ley lines, apart from the Belinus, all the main ley lines lead to Arbor Low Stone Circle, or lead from Arbor Low Stone Circle outwards. So it is just like the rest of the history around Penwortham, around Martinmere. The narrative doesn't talk very much about it, especially when it comes to King Arthur. Our attention is always put in the south on Stonehenge. So why is this Arbor Low Stone Circle not talked about more when all the ley lines meet there? It just doesn't make sense. And soon you will see, when it comes to King Arthur's actual battles, how much they have lied to us and told us he was a fictitious character, always based in the south, when you will see many of his battles were likely to have been fought in the north. What I am about to read is a document by William Frederick Price on the 2nd of February 1899. And in the 4 wild battles by the shore of Douglas, Lancelot and Elaine, Tennyson. The River Douglas finds its source among the hills east of Blackrod and flows through Wigan, where it takes a sharp curve westward. At Gathurst, the country becomes closely wooded and is very picturesque. After passing through the narrow valley between Parbold and Ashurst Hills, the river continues its course over a vast plain until it reaches the Ribble estuary at Hesketh Bank. Camden aptly writes, "Douglas a riveret, creepeth and stealeth along quietly by this place, Wigan, near until which our noble Arthur, as Nennius writeth, put the Saxons to flight in a memorable battle. It has been a matter of some controversy whether our Lancashire River Douglas is the Dulles or Douglas of the Arthurian legend. The subject has been fully discussed by various country historians, Hollingworth, Dr. Whitaker, and others. It is stated that Arthur's 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th battles were fought by a River Douglas. And is this the Douglas of Lancashire, just near Martinmere? It is said that when Sir Lancelot was a young boy, his parents, King Ban and Queen Elena, had to quickly flee their enemies in France. They travelled by boat and docked on the shores of Lancashire. As they left the boat, King Ban fell, and in her haste to help, Elaine placed Lancelot on the shore. It was at this moment that Lancelot was abducted by the nymph Vivian, or the Lady of the Lake. Vivian raised Sir Lancelot, whom years later entered King Arthur's court and was knighted Sir Lancelot of the Lake. Martinmere has since been known as the Lost Lake of Sir Lancelot, and some also claim that the sword Excalibur was thrown into the lake and to this day remains lost on the mere. Could it be, therefore, that it was Martinmerelake that was the final resting place of the famous Excalibur sword?